just means that we are now coming away from our day. We've arrived in our class for our physical practice of yoga. And when I refer to the physical part of yoga, that means the body. Because in yoga, there's 8 limbs of yoga. And the limb that we are participating in is the limb of asanas. Asanas is postures. And there's so many more elements to yoga, but the one that the majority of the people are familiar with is the physical practice of yoga, which is asana. So taking this moment now to focus on another limb of yoga, which is pranayama. Pranayama meaning life force, the extension of our life force, and that is your breath. So just noticing your in-breath and your out-breath. Noticing where you can take your breath to within your body, your chest, your ribs, your belly, and then exhaling from the same space, your belly, your ribs, and your chest. And to do that, you need to lengthen your breath. So slowly breathing in, probably to count 4 or 5, and exhaling for the same length. Trying to find an equilibrium. Because every one of us is unique. Some of us breathe in for longer or shorter, and vice versa. That out breath can be longer or shorter. So in this practice, we want to get equalence. And if you find that your mind is still busy with thoughts, that's okay too. Acknowledge those thoughts and then just come back to your breath each and every time. In the next in-breath, we're going to take our arms by our sides, palms towards our bodies, thumbs to the ceiling. Extending your fingers towards the front of the studio, towards me. Exhaling. Inhaling, reach the thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then your fingers, and then all the way to the back of the room. Full extension. Reaching up and over the head so that your thumbs are all the way reaching back. Good. Exhaling, holding it there. Inhaling, reaching both hands and both heels in opposite directions. So the fingers towards the back of the room, heels towards the front of the room. Full extension, both hands, both feet. Breathing in, holding it there. Exhaling, release the full extension but keep the arms overhead. Engage the belly a lot. And I want you to lift your right arm and your left leg a few inches away from the floor. Just a few inches, 1 or 2. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opposite side lift. So left arm, right leg. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, each side. Inhale, so hold, release, release back to the floor. Inhale, lift the, I think it's the right arm, left leg. Hold it there as you exhale. Inhale, keep holding. And exhale, lower. And then the other side, engage the belly. Inhale, lift. Right leg, left arm. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take the arms up and over your head and down by your sides. And then we're going to make a diamond shape with our hands, bringing our 4 fingers and our thumbs together and placing it just underneath your lower back. Just underneath. So if you're not sure, just have a look up. Elbows are out wide. Your forearms are on the mat. And then slide your heels, both one at a time, up towards your sit bones, sliding your heels one at a time. So the hands underneath your lower back and your upper bum is for supporting your lower back. want you to draw your navel in a lot and bring both of your heels up towards the ceiling. Both of your heels up towards the ceiling. That's it. So we're creating a 90-degree angle with our legs. So if you can, try to straighten the legs. If not, then keep them bent. Keep the knees bent. Now, squeeze the belly in a lot. And from here, if you bear with, straight legs, people. So we're going to lower 15 degrees. So from 90-degree angle to a 75-degree angle. And if your knees are bent, you're just bringing the knees a little bit more forward. Try to keep the legs straight. So there are options here, legs straight, 75, knees bent. Just bringing the knees further away from you, okay? So 75 degrees, then we're moving to 60 degrees. Draw the navel in a lot. Same with the knees are bent. And then 45 degrees. And then 30 degrees. Yes, I know. 15 degrees, squeeze. And lower. Well done. Slide the heels one at a time up. And then bring it back to 90 degrees. One more time. So if the knees are bent, this is option 2. You're lowering slowly like this. So bringing the knees further away, further away, further away, all the way to the floor, okay? If the legs are straight, you're keeping them straight, squeezing the feet and the legs together, and you lower, 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 okay? So we're starting in 90, breathe in. On the exhale, 75. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, 60 degrees. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, 45. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, 30. Inhale, hold. Exhale, 15. Squeeze. Inhale, lower all the way down. Well done. Slide the heels one at a time and bring the legs back up to 90. Keep the right foot towards the ceiling, or if option B, you're keeping the right knee bent, that's okay. And then we're going to take the left leg down, hover 15 degrees from the floor. Now, if the right knee is bent and you are bending the left knee, you're taking the left foot and hovering it away from the floor. Okay, so this is option 2. Option 1, legs are straight, right leg to the ceiling, left leg hovering 15 degrees. Good. Then you're going to scissor the legs and change. Left foot to the ceiling, right foot 15 degrees. Then you're going to scissor again. 8, scissor, out breath as you change. In breath as you bring it up. 6, nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, draw that navel in a lot. 2, and 1. Well done. Bring the knees into the chest. Release your hands from underneath your buttocks and hold on to the top of your knees or underneath your knees. So we're waking up our Mula Bandha, our Manipura chakra. Mula Bandha is a lock that we hold in our stomach, so that's what you were doing in that position. You were creating a lock, keeping the energy in the body. So while we're here, we're talking, you rock your body from side to side. And then when you come to center, you can start to circle your ankles as I explained. So the Mula Bandha is a lock in the very base between your belly button and your perineum. It's around the Swastisthana chakra, but I'll not get too deep and not get into it. But also around in the belly area is another chakra, which is an energy wheel, and it's called Manipura. And if you ever hear people referring to the fire in your belly, so this is how you energize that wheel, is by activating the core and doing lots of core exercises. So that's getting that energy circulating in the tummy, Manipura chakra, starting to energize, bring it to life. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring the hands once again back to your diamond shape, placing it underneath your buttocks. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, take the knees out, and then cross the feet. We're going to push the floor away with our hands coming up into seated. Now if you know that you can't do that, your option as always is to take the right arm up and overhead, roll it over to the right side, push the floor away with your left. The same way you come up at the very end of the class. Coming into Sukhasana, easy cross-leg position. Resting your hands on your thighs or your palms rotated up. We're just going to do our head, neck and shoulder exercises. Taking the chin into the chest, relax the shoulders. And then lifting the nose up to the ceiling. Dropping the chin into the chest. And then nose into the ceiling. Good. And then back to centre, nod your head yes, or sorry, no, over to the right. And then over to the left. Good. Centre right. Centre right, that's it. Centre left. Good. Back to centre. Drop your right earlobe to your right shoulder. Good. Left. Try not to use the shoulders. That's it. And right. Good. And left. Good. Back to centre. Roll the shoulders. Big circles. So bring them forward, up, back, and down. That's it. Forward. Lovely. Opening up the chest. Working into the shoulder joint. One more. Good. Interlace your hands. Rotate your palms and bring it all the way up to the ceiling. Now hug your shoulders to your ears. Keep your hands where they are and bring your shoulder blades back and down. Just lift your gaze ever so slightly so we're not bringing our chin into our chest. That's it. One more time. Hug your shoulders to your ears. Keep your hands where they are and bring your shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Breathe in. And on the exhale, slowly release. Lovely. Just open the hands out wide and clench your fists. Open and clench. That's it. You have this.
Well, see, it's a sacred word, but when we were doing that, when the legs.
Okay. Okay. So then just keep the knees bent, yeah, for that. Yeah. Okay. And then if you're sitting and cross-legged and it hurts, then just sit with your legs straight. Yeah. And then the other way. Do you want a wee foam block to sit on to elevate your pelvis? That's it. And then lift and drop. So we're just warming up our wrists before we go onto our hands and knees. That's it. That's it. And then shake it out. Crack, crack. Snap, crack. And then swing your feet out to one side and we're going to come on to our hands and knees to warm up the spine. So knees underneath our hips, wrists underneath our shoulders, crown of the head in line with your tailbone. So we're going to drop the belly button down, spreading the shoulders wide, head up, tailbone up. Taking the chin in opposite direction, chin in, tailbone comes in to meet, rounding your spine, creating lots of space between your shoulder blades. And then dropping the belly button down, and then bringing the shoulder blades back and down. So try not to have the shoulders come into the ears, bringing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing out as you round. Keep going. Is that good? Breathing in as you drop, lifting the head, lifting the tailbone. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. That's it. Hug the forearms in. And round. Chin in to meet the tailbone. Good. One more. Just a wee bit wider, a bit with your hands. That's it. Good. And then back to neutral. So we're going to warm up our hips that we haven't done before. So we're going to take the right knee out to the right. It doesn't matter how high, just lift it over to the right. Then we're going to take the right knee round to the back. And nice and slowly you're going to take it through the middle and squeeze it in. Now you can choose whether you want to bring it all the way in, bringing your nose down to meet your knee, or just keeping it here. And then bring it out to the right, round to the back, through the middle, and again you can stop here, taking it out to the right, or take it all the way in. One more time, out to the right, round to the back, and down through the middle. Now, for the last time we're going to take it out to the right, and then extend the right foot out. Extend the right foot out. And then lower to the mat or floor. So the whole of your right foot, if you look up at me, so we took it out to the right, extended the foot and dropped it to the floor. Okay? Good. From here we're going to lift the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling, rotating round to the left, and then thread that left arm, lowering your left shoulder towards the floor. If you can make the floor, great. If not, then bring it back up and holding it there. So you're dropping the left shoulder all the way to the floor, resting the left side of your head and your face onto the mat. And then either keep your right hand on the floor or lifting your right arm up to the ceiling. That's it. So your left arm into the floor with your left forearm, left upper arm, and your right foot is flat on the mat or the floor. And then take the right hand down to the floor, and then push the floor away to bring you back up. So, 1 second. So we were here, but if you were here, you just stay here, push the floor away to bring you back up, and then lift the right leg up and bring it all the way around and behind. Bring it round and behind. Okay, everybody with me? Good. Then from here, we're actually better if we have the blocks. So if you have your blocks nearby, you need to create space between you and the floor. So bringing the leg back up behind. We're going to take the knee through the middle, bringing it all the way towards our nose, and then step up with that right foot. Step up with that right foot. Now if you need to turn your blocks to the high side, that's okay. Stay low with your torso, and we're going to bring the weight forward, bringing the hips forward. And you can stay with your hands on the high side, middle side, low side, or no blocks. You decide. And then from here, lifting the torso away from your thigh. You can stay on the blocks, but make sure that the right foot is on the mat, that you're not lifting your heel, even a little bit. Try to keep the whole foot on the floor. You can stay with your hands on the blocks for a little bit more intense in the stretch. Take your right hand to your right thigh, and then your left hand on top, and then push the knee away as you lift the shoulders back. Tucking in the tailbone, so you should feel it in your hip flexor, your left hip flexor, and breathe. One more, inhale. And on the exhale, bring your hands to the blocks. Now we're going to bring the blocks with us as we bring our hips back, coming into our half split, flexing the right toes. Option here is to keep the right knee bent or to extend the leg all the way in front, toes to the ceiling. Move it for the back so you can see. So this is half split. Now option here is to stay here with the torso upright or to start to fold, which will deepen the intensity of the stretch in the back of the leg. Folding over that right leg. Breathing in, lifting the torso away, exhaling, fold. One more, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up. And then we're going to lift that right leg up and then bring it through. Bring it behind, turn the blocks around. Bring it behind. Bring the toes to the floor. And then take the left leg out behind. Back to our plank that we did last week. So hard up towards the spine. Draw the navel in, tuck in your tailbone. Good. Sit lazy. Good. And then activate that core. So squeeze the thigh muscles. Squeeze the belly in. Keep pressing the floor away, looking at the space between your hands. One more breath, breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees. Well done. We'll do it on the other side. And just take the blocks to one side, have them nearby. Back to our cat cow. Breathe it in, dropping the belly button down, head up, tailbone up. Back to your tabletop, so stacking the hips above the knees, knees hip width apart. Shoulders spreading, hands out wide, shoulders stacked above the wrist. Breathing out round. Breathing in, head up, tailbone up. Exhaling round. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine. Take the left knee, open it out to the left. And then take it round to the back. Take it through the center. And you can choose whether you want to bring it all the way in to meet the nose or just leave it where it is. Take it out to the left. Bring it round. So these are hip circles. So if you even close your eyes and visualize the socket, the hip socket. So you're opening out to the left, taking it round the back, through the center. Good. Lovely. One last time. Out. Back. Now, for the last one, you're bringing the knee in. Now grab your block. Or no, sorry, we're not doing blocks yet. We're going to take it out to the left. Extend this bottom half of your leg out, then drop the foot to the floor, then open up the right hand to the ceiling, right hand this time. Now the right hand threads through the left, lowering your right shoulder to the floor or the mat, the right side of your face and your head. You can keep that left hand on the floor for support or rotate, opening up the left arm to the ceiling, rotating your gaze as an additional option. Beautiful. Now please place the whole of your foot on the floor, your whole of your left foot. Yeah? So you're using that as support.
Thank God for the door.
Oh sorry, yes, but that's it. That's it. You okay, Daisy?
I don't think I can keep it fully on if I'm down like that.
Okay, just bear with. Just bear with. Okay, and then place the left hand onto the mat and then push the floor away to bring you back up. Okay, so if you bring your left leg out and place the whole of your foot. There you go. Now, stay here. Take the left hand, place it under your left wrist underneath your left shoulder, and then take your right hand away. Don't even have to, your right hand, the other one, that's it. So don't take it up too high, just keep it there. Now, keep that left foot on the mat or the floor. Okay, squeeze the belly in for support, and then take the right hand through. Slowly bend into that left elbow to lower, 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 lower. You're grand, you're grand. I'm going the wrong way because I'm looking at you. There you go, good. So there's an element there of the fear factor because it's something new that you haven't done before. That's it, gorgeous, Kelly. So bring this hand back to here. That's it, so it should be underneath your shoulder. That's it, good. Now, I'm going to hold you here.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you here. You're not going to fall. And I want you to try and bring this left leg out a wee bit more. There you go. You got it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, something new. So you're using this arm to press it into the floor so that you have that support. So that's the base of your position. Beautiful. Fantastic, Margaret. Fantastic, everybody. Now, to get back up, you're going to press this hand into the floor. All the strength in this arm to bring this back through and place it back down underneath your shoulder. See? You got it. You got it. Good woman. So from here, we're going to lift it all the way from the floor and then bring it all the way around behind. Now this is where we need our blocks. So grab your two blocks, place it underneath your hands. Then bring in space between you and the floor, bring that knee in, push the floor away or the blocks away so that you're rounding your spine so the knee comes all the way through and all the way beyond your left knee. Now turn the blocks around to the high side. Start bending into that left knee. Sinking the hips as you do, coming forward. You can stay here, holding onto the blocks, option 1. Option 2, left hand to the thigh, right hand on top. Now push the thigh away as you lift the torso. Tucking in your tailbone, I'm going to turn around. That's it, gorgeous. So remember you can hold on to the blocks. Stay here so you're still stretching the right thigh and hip flexor, or here. Now, there is the theory that the knee has to always stay above the ankle, but they are reviewing that and they're saying that you also can have the knee go beyond the ankle because you're not intensifying the Achilles too much. One more breath, breathe in. And on the exhale, hands to your blocks. Bring the blocks with you as you bring your hips back. Lifting your left toes away. Option here is to keep the left knee bent or extend straight. Hips are square so you're not sinking into one side. And then lift the heart, look up. Breathing in, stay here if this is enough. Or start to fold over your left leg on the exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift up. Keep the foot flexed. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. And then you're going to lift the left leg away, squeeze the belly in, and then bring it through. Take it all the way behind, toes to the floor. That's it. Turn the blocks around. Place in your right hand, left hand, and then your left leg. Plank. Squeeze the belly in, tuck in your tailbone. Spreading your hands even on the blocks. You should feel the knuckles, not just the heel of your hand. That's it. Try to keep your hips not too low, where you're sinking, but not high either. One more breath, breathe in. And on an exhale, step up with your right, step up with your left, knees are bent, not all the way to the front, sorry, halfway, beg your pardon, halfway. And then lift your hips up high, so this is our downward dog. I'm not going to hang out here, you stay there. So keep your hands on the blocks, because you're in your downward dog, that's it. That's it, hips are high. So you step up just halfway, so you're coming into your inverted V. So you come back here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Breathe a bit further back, Daisy. To here. That's it. Knees are bent. Hips are your highest point. Good. One more breath. And on the exhale, lower the knees all the way down. Now, if we are in downward dog and you find that no way, Jose, are you going to hold it for that length. So this is the position you come into. You drop your knees, you open your knees out wide, big toes to touch, and then sit back on your heels. Option here is to keep the blocks where they are. Lower your forehead, and this is called child's pose. Child's pose. So this is your option for too long in downward dog, and I need to take a break. This is your option. Okay, we're not going to hang out here for too long, so lift your gaze. Take your hands on top of your blocks and bring them off with you as you bring your torso back up. Take your knees underneath your hips, tuck the toes of both feet under, draw the navel in a lot, and then lift the knees away from the floor, lift the hips, keep the knees bent, and draw your front body towards your thighs. Front body towards your thighs, that's it. That's an inverted V, downward dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Higher with the hips, we bent, that's it, good. Hands, wrists, shoulder distance apart. One more breath, breathe in, you can do it. Now on the exhale, look up, so lift your gaze, look to the front of your mat. We're taking a big step up with the right, big step up with the left. Take your feet wider than your hips, bend both knees, and you can turn your blocks to the high side if you can't reach the floor with your hands. Dropping your hands on top of the blocks, middle side, flat side, or all the way to the floor. Hang it out here. This is Uttanasana, forward fold. So it's different from downward dog. We're not putting our weight forward. Our weight is solid on our feet. The arms are just hanging out here, and you're resting them on blocks on the floor. One more breath, breathe in. And on the exhale, we're not going to shoot up, we're going to roll up through our spine. So I want you to start to squeeze the glutes, far too fast, and then start to visualize as you roll up through your spine, stacking each vertebrae, one on top of the other, giving each one a chance to get into place. The head is the highest part, so it comes last. All the way to Tadasana, mountain. Well done. So if your blocks are on your mat, just move them out of your way. Good. And we started on the floor with the feet further than hip distance apart. So now adjust your feet so that they are underneath your hips. Have a look down and make sure your toes are in line with your heels so that you're not rotating or lifting or turning in or turning out, okay? So until we get really familiar with our bodies, it's habitual. So if we stand and we don't look without even realizing, maybe one foot's rotated or one heel's rotated, because that's what our body has always done. So it's okay to check. Always look down. And then once you move away from the floor with your gaze, then lift your knees, squeeze your thighs, tuck in your tailbone. So instead of in here, tuck it in, ribs in, belly in, shoulders back, heart is lifted, gaze is forward, fingertips towards the floor. This is Tadasana. So when we are preparing to move in our standing postures, when we come back to Tadasana, everything's active. Yeah, we're not just sloppy Joe. Okay? So lift, open the heart, breathe, in, exhale. Rotate the palms, inhale, float them all the way up to the ceiling. Extended mountain, hands come together. And then come down through your midline with your thumbs ending at your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach, extend, exhale, thumbs to your heart. This time we're going to add to it. So inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And this time we're going to swan down. So open up the arms, We don't start to round as soon as we come forward. We keep it length in our spine, and then you might feel a real big pull in the backs of the legs. You can start to bend your knees, and then drop your arms so you're folding over your legs, just like you did a moment ago. Then come up halfway, hands come to your shins, or if you can't reach your shins, come to your thighs, not your knees. Straight spine, straight legs, and then fold one more time. Fold, bend your knees, hands to the floor, or to blocks. Inhale, we're going to come up the way we went down, so straight spine, straight legs, open the arms out wide, swan dive coming up, and then come down through the midline, thumbs to your heart. Do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Lead with your heart. Straight spine, straight legs until you feel a pull in. You can bend the knees. Allow the arms to relax. Fold over your legs. Half lift. Hands come to the shins or the thighs. Straighten the spine, straighten the legs. Engage the belly. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms go out. Wings of a bird. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs, straighten the spine. Extend a mountain. Hands to your heart. Bring the feet and the legs together and sit back into our squat. Now, what's normal to happen is for the tailbone to stick out, so I'm exaggerating. So we need now, once we're here, to tuck it in. Tuck it in, lengthen the spine, and then reach the arms up. Lift the gaze, look up. Good, palms facing one another. Try to relax the shoulders. We want to do this. Try to bring them away. Squeeze your beautiful necks. Gorgeous. Lift your gaze, look up. And breathe. Squat, Utkatasana. Feet together, legs together. The temptation is to rotate. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, stay in your squat. Bring your hands together into prayer. And we're going to rotate round to the right. Round to the right. So the left elbow comes down to the outside edge of your right knee. So twist it in your squat. You have to stay low. Stay low. Squeeze those legs together. Stay low. Come through center. And bring the right elbow to the outside edge of the left knee. Twisted squat. Breathe in. Back to center. Reach the arms up. And then come to extended mountain. Hands together. And then down to your heart. Well done. Lift the right heel away from the floor. Right heel. And then bend into that left knee. Little buoyancy. Step back about 3 feet. Leaning into the left thigh. And then straighten the torso. Reach the arms up. Crescent. So the left knee is bent and the back leg is straight. If you need to bend the back knee, that's okay. We're aiming for straight. The back heel is lifted, so you're on the ball of your right foot, and the whole of your left foot is flat on the mat. Good. Open to the right, so the left arm comes forward, the right arm goes back, and the right heel rotates down. So coming into warrior two, so we went from here, so we rotated left knee and foot doesn't move, the right heel drops down to the right. Good, that's it, beautiful. Then you rotate your nose to look at the front of the studio. Once you have rotated. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Beautiful, warrior two. It's normal for you to lean into it, so then once you get into that position, you straighten the torso, relax the shoulders, draw the navel in a lot, breathe in. Exhale, drop the right hand to the right thigh, reverse, lift it up. Left arm to the ceiling. Gorgeous. Breathe in, and on the exhale, rotate back to warrior two. We're swooping the right arm down and up, lifting the back heel. So this is coming back into crescent, the way we went into it. Crescent. Breathe in, and on the exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lean into that left thigh. And then a big step up with the right foot. Back to our squat. Back to our squat. You heard that? Oh yes. Feet together, legs together. So this time we're moving to the left. So right elbow to the left. That's it. Good. Now have a quick pick at the knees. Check to see if that right knee has come forward. Bring it back. Squeeze those legs together. Then back to center. Bring the left elbow to the outside edge of the right knee. Breathe in. Squeeze the legs together, back to center. Straighten the legs and take the left heel away from the floor. Buoyancy in that right knee as you step back about 3 feet with the left. Leaning into that right leg. Back heel is lifted, front foot is flat on the mat, and then reach the arms up. Crescent. breathe in, tuck in your tailbone, draw the navel in, draw the ribs in. This is crescent, back leg is straight. Then we're going to drop the left heel, pivoting, right knee, right foot, does it move? Opening the arms now to the left, the right arm in front. Gorgeous, good. So now we're in this position, check our line, check what way we're positioning ourselves. So straighten the torso, relax the shoulders, energy out through the fingertips with no soft hands. That right leg is working like mad. Keep opening up that right knee. Gorgeous. Left hand to the thigh. Right arm reaches. So a little micro back bend. Side stretch. Armpit to waist. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Back to warrior two. We're going to sweep this back hand down and lift the back heel up. Back to our crescent. Reaching all the way back up to crescent. Breathe in. Back leg is straight. Front knee is bent. Hands to your heart, lean into that right thigh, and then a big step up. Back to your squat, and straighten those legs. Reach those arms up, lovely smiles. Breathe in, extend the mountain, down through midline to your heart. Okay, little balance. Taking the right knee up. Place your right hand in front of your right knee, left hand on your waist. Now, if you can't reach the front, take your hand underneath, holding onto the right leg, underneath. From here, this is where we're going to check into our balance. So use your core, tuck in your tailbone, lift your ribs away from your hips, lift your heart, and then open the knee out to the right. If you want to check your balance even more, rotate your nose to the left. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, back to center. If you fall, just come back in. It's all about the journey. And then lower. Other side. Left knee up. Hold on to the front or underneath. Open it to the left. Rotate your gaze to the right. Or keep it looking forward. Back to center. And then lower. So we're going to add to it. Lift the right knee up, hold on to the front or underneath, and then you keep a little soft bend in the supporting leg as an option, and then open it to the right. Keep lifting out of your hips, engage the belly super strong, rotate your gaze. Breathe in, breathe out, bring it back to center. This is where we're adding. We're going to straighten the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Well done. Watch this. Lift the left leg up. Left knee up. Hold on to the front or underneath. And then open it to the left. Keep lifting out of the hips. Grind into the supporting foot. Just like the roots of a tree. And stay here. Alright? Work a little bit deeper. Moving in the opposite direction. Bring it back to center. Squeeze. Now if it's too much, just trail the toes on the floor. And then extend the leg away, and if you're keeping your foot on the floor, extend it an inch away from the floor. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Fantastic. So, rather than crushing yourself and going, oh, I can't do balance, okay? Stretch it up and go, okay, I can't do balance tonight, but I'm going to do it again, okay? So, if you find that no chance, am I lifting any legs away from the floor, or you're trying and it won't happen, then just take your heel away from the floor. Rotate it by trailing the feet on the floor. Then bring it back. So what you're doing is you're mapping. You're mapping your neural nervous system to tell the muscles what you wanted to do. Because if you're doing this, if the neural muscles are going. Okay? So just lift the heel. Rotate it away, bring it back, straighten, so you're taking an inch away from the floor, see, no problem, okay, always options. We're going to try the sequence again, so we've started in our squat, back to center, crescent, open, reverse, warrior, crescent, lift, open, back, straight, down, okay, on both sides. No apology. Okay. Open mind, everybody. Say, yeah, that's right. Let's do it. Bring it on. Okay. Ready? Engage the glutes, engage the belly, lifting out of your hips, sink. Try not to stick out the tailbone, tuck the tailbone in. Hands in prayer. Squeeze the legs, lower, lower, lower. Rotate. Now if you can't get the elbow to the knee, just rotate round to the right. Keep squeezing the legs. Then bring it back to center. Rotate round the other side. And bring it back to center. Start to lift the torso, but keep the knees bent. Hands on your waist. And step back with your right. Leaning into that left thigh. And then lift your arms, or keep your hands on your waist. Lift, crescent. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent, but again it can be bent too. Open, left knee and foot doesn't move. Warrior two. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Adjust your torso once you're in the position. Relax the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lift the back heel. Swoop the right arm down and up. Crescent. Inhale. Exhale. Now this is where it's going to get challenging. You're going to lean into the left and then step with the right knee up to the ceiling. Or, as we practice, right heel, if balance is not your friend. Stay here, hold, breathe in, breathe out, open to the right. Look to the left. Now you can use your hand or without your hand, like I've been displaying. Hello, Robin. And then bring it back to center. And as you lower the foot, we're just going to straighten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you straighten, you bend straight into it, into the squat. I'm going to do it on the other side. So over to your left knee, round the center, inhale. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, back to center, stay low, and then step back with your left leg into your crescent. Reach the arms up. Inhale, hold the position, tuck in your tailbone, hands reach, hips sink. Open into warrior two. So left heel rotates down. Take a breath to adjust your torso. Tailbone in, belly in, shoulders relax, breathe in. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, hold. Exhale. You're moving through warrior two and all the way back to our crescent. Back heel lifts, front knee stays bent. Then bring your hands to your heart, start to lean into the right thigh. You're taking a big step up and bring the knee all the way up, or just the left heel. Lift out of your hips. Then open to the left, rotate to the right. Back to center. Keep the foot on the floor, balance is not your friend. Extend, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. How did it feel? So once you get a chance to repeat, it's muscle memory. So you learned the sequence, you repeated it, and then your body was more familiar with doing the poses from one to the next. Because the first time you did it, you were like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Okay, and then once you get into your body flows into it, yeah? So basically, it means the more you do something, the more you become familiar with it, and the more your body doesn't go, hey, what are you doing? What? So, doing your practice, getting familiar with your poses, your body already knows what to do, okay? So the more you do it, and in fact, I might do, in 20 years that I've done this, 10,000 times, and still to this day, there might be the odd day where I'll have a lightning bolt, and something will tweak. And I've done this pose 20,000 times, but I've done a slight adjustment inside, and it makes it all the difference, okay? So just because you've done it maybe 4 times already tonight, you will never stop learning in the same pose. And we call these the basic poses, but they're never basic because you're still strengthening, you're still lengthening, you're still moving your body, and you're still learning, okay? So just from the start of class, just doing the breaking it down the sequence to what you've just done there now, it's being miles apart, yeah? Do you notice that in yourself? Okay? So let's move on. Breathe in, coming all the way down to the floor, extend the mountain, exhale, swan down, lead with your heart, bend the knees if you need to roll all the way down, hands to the floor, then bring your right knee and your left knee. I'm sorry, I just noticed the belt. And then swing your feet out to the side and then come onto your sit bones. seen this. You could use a belt from your trousers, or you could use a towel or a sheet, roll it up. And everybody got a belt? Do you think you got it? So, you're going to extend your legs. If you want to grab your foam block, and again if you're at home and you don't have a block at home, you just grab a pillow and place the pillow underneath your sit bones. You're going to extend your legs out in front. Bring your feet together and your legs together. Your feet are flexed, toes to the ceiling. And then you're going to bring your belt around the soles of your feet and have length of both sides of the belt to hold on to. Okay, good. I'll turn around and do something. No worries. Yeah, you okay? Everybody see me okay? So, shoulders are square, your hips are square. Option here is to keep your knees bent if you know that the hamstrings are super duper tight. So find that there'll be footballers that come to my class, and if I ask them even to sit upright like this, it's not going to happen. They have loads of muscles, super strength, can hold plank for days. But if I get them to sit like this, it's like sweat, lashing, okay? So the easy way is to keep the knees bent and the feet flexed. Alright? So sitting up tall, holding onto the belt. This is to assist us from not doing this. Okay? So you're not going to round your spine, bringing your chin towards your toes. You're going to hold onto the belt and bring your heart forward and your shoulders back. Your heart forward and your shoulders back. Breathe. That's a beautiful way. Gorgeous. Beautiful. See the amount of people that come and do this? It's like, no, stop. Because they think that there's a 20-pound rope down at their toes. And I have to remind them, there's no money down there. It's not perfect trying to get to your toes. Trust me, there's no gold, nothing. I don't care if you can get to your toes. I'd rather you'd be here. So keep the spine nice and long. The same idea, so if you just stay and hold there, I know I'm not supposed to do downward dog, but I just want to show you. So same idea, when you're in downward dog, the spine is nice and long. So rather than this, the roundness of the spine to get towards the toes. We lift hips to the ceiling. So from downward dog, it's the same when we come to our seated postures, our seated asanas. Keep the spine nice and long, heart is forward, shoulders back and down. And breathe. So this is also a stretch for the hamstrings. Heels towards me, toes to the ceiling. One more breath. Breathe in. And on exhale, slowly lift. We're going to do it on one leg at a time. So bring the strap around your left foot and bring your right foot, sole of your foot, to either your calf. So your left leg stays straight. You bring your right foot to your calf, option one, or to your inner thigh. Your belt is around your left foot. Same idea. Sit up tall, breathe in. And on the exhale, bring your heart forward. Elbows in. Try not to wing it out. Elbows in. Bring in your heart forward. That's it. Good. Good. Try to relax the shoulders. Breathe. And because these are not standing postures, and we need to focus on our balance, you can close your eyes. I always close my eyes and see the postures. I just think I can think more into the stretch than I do if the eyes are open. Everybody's different. If you need to keep your eyes open, keep them open. One more breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, sit up tall and then change sides. So the right foot extends, left foot to the calf of the right leg or to the inner thigh. Holding onto the belt with both of your hands. Sit up tall. Inhale. Flex the right foot and exhale. Bring the heart forward. Elbows in. Shoulders back and down. Left knee is opening to the left. And if it's too intense, remember you can bring the foot lower. And if you want, you can bring the foot away. These are options. Listening to your body. Really good. Beautiful spines. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit upright. Good. Now take the belt. Place it to one side. So the belt is just a prop. Because without using the belt, what happens is people want to get to the foot. And then they're rounding their spine. And they're pulling on the foot. And I don't care. Don't touch the foot. Keep the spine long. It's all about the spine. So scoot the bum forward. With one more before relaxation. I like to always wrap up because your body cools down quickly. Just finding your way back onto the mat, lower all the way down. Bringing your heels towards your sit bones, arms by your side. Draw the navel in and tuck in your tailbone. So lift your tailbone up away from the floor and then push into the floor with both of your feet as you lift the pelvis up, up, up. This is bridge, safety band up. Relax the shoulders. Keep looking up at the ceiling because this is a position that leads into shoulder stand, and both of these positions you never ever rotate your head because you could damage your neck. And it is quite common in beginners when you're in this position for you want to look at your neighbour just to see what they're doing. So never ever worry about what someone else is doing. Just think into your own body. Good. Keep breathing, slow and steady breaths. One more. Inhale, keep squeezing, keep lifting, don't give up. And slowly, from the top of your spine, you're going to lower one vertebrae at a time, just like a pearl necklace being lowered onto a table. Squeeze the belly in a lot, gorgeous. And then once you find your tailbone back onto your mat, bring your knees one at a time into your chest, holding on to either the tops of the knees or underneath, giving them a squeeze. And then rocking your body from side to side. Feeling length in your spine. Head and shoulders relax down, so the rotation's just in your torso. Back to center. And then slowly release the soles of the feet to the mat. Good. Take the left knee into the chest, just the left knee. Hold it onto the left, on top or underneath. And then extend the right leg away. Flexing the right foot so that the right heel is on your mat or the floor. Good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, lower your left foot to your mat. Just the foot to the mat. So if you bring the heel back up, so then left knees to the ceiling. Left knees to the ceiling. That's it. And then slide your right heel up. Slide your right heel up. Now keep your left foot on the mat and bring your right knee into your chest. Hold on to the top or underneath, squeeze, and then extend your left leg away. Flexing your left foot so that the heel remains on the floor. You have a full length. Good. So other side. That's it. That's it. That's a good one. Breathe in. And on the exhale, slowly release the knee, placing the foot back on the mat. Good. Slide the left heel up, so both feet are back on the mat. And then heel toe the feet out wide. Heel toe the feet out wide. Bring the knees into touch, so the feet go out to the width of your mat. And then the knees come into touch. The knees come into touch. Just drop your arms by your side, and then bring both knees over to the left. Bring both knees over to the left. That's it. And then bring them to center and over to the right. So neutralizing your spine and your core. Back to center, over to the left. Good. Back to center, over to the right. Good. And then back to center. Coming into relaxation, extend the legs away. Rotate your palms up to the ceiling. And you can either lie with your legs straight or the knees bent. And if the knees are bent, as before, heel toe the feet out to the width of your mat and bring your knees into touch so that you're not having to keep tension in your legs. Relaxation is all about letting go, releasing, replenishing our bodies. Settle back into your breath and just have a quick check-in how you feel now versus 60 minutes ago. Having engaged practically all parts of your body throughout your practice. cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip, and clench your teeth. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat and neck, collarbones, chest, heart, ribs, your belly, belly button. Relax your hips, your pelvis, your thighs, knees, shins, ankles, tops of your feet, your big toes, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the soles of your feet, heels, calves, backs of your knees, hamstrings, your buttocks, lower back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists. Relax the heel of your hands, thumbs, forefingers, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Relax the back of your hands, the palm of your hands, both arms, both legs, torso and head. Relaxed. Your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your joints, fascia. Relaxing all of your organs, every fibre and every cell, completely relaxed. Noise has taken you away from the essential. Let silence bring you back. Learn the language of the silent place. Let stillness cover you. Let the incessant ranting of critical voices inside you have their last words, and tuck them into bed. Let calmness envelop you. Silence anything other than the divine grace that made you and continues to flow through you, even now, even now, even now. Just as the audience becomes quiet when the auditorium lights dim, let distractions silence themselves. Bring your presence to the unfolding now and allow the curtain of your life to rise and reveal more than